Hmm.
Wow.
Totally amazing. Now, the first one, and you can see how it grew from the other, from that blues and then gospel route. It also, the first one was Ray Bryant accompanying. She played the piano on that. And this was done at Muscle Shoals with the whole Muscle Shoals rhythm section. And uh, it's just it's the first of like several top 10 hits that she had within 3 years. So what had made it so strong for you? By the way, you gals are muted.
Well, besides her great voice and delivery, it's a really well structured song.
Yes, thank you.
I think it's well structured, and I like the way the backup singers are used in it. I thought that was very effective.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of course, that comes from the gospel, all that stuff.
Right,
It
right.
was her sisters who were doing the backup.
Yeah. And the thing about the song itself is that there is that, he treats me bad, but I still love him.
Yes,
But it doesn't wallow in that. What it does is that she rises above it.
yes,
And so there is a sense of empowerment in recognizing that you're never going to have anything better than me.
hmm
And so I'll put up with your garbage until you figure it out. And I think that that's one of the things that resonates about with me about the song. And this was actually the title track of her album,
the album.
on
Right.
which Respect was also there. Um, in Otis Redding had done a recording of this in like a couple of years before she did.
Oh, what?
Um, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, and so it was. It had been out there. It's just that it didn't receive the kind of um, I guess success or anything like that. I mean, it it's a great song. It's a great song because it really takes you through her emotions, and such. And the recording itself was just incredible. And it's like the album that it's on. Rolling Stone actually said that her her version of this was probably the greatest song of all time.
Well, they said that she was the
I mean,
greatest
excuse me.
of
They
all.
said Respect was the greatest song of all time, and it was on the same album that
Right.
this was, and it was these Respect and this song were the two singles that they chose to put out.
And they've also called her the best vocalist of all time, best pop singer of all time. And
Well,
I, I,
yeah.
I don't. That's why
Is there a
wearing
dispute?
my hat. I take the hat off. I mean, here I am, just honored to be able to look into her life and to report on it. Uh, the other thing too that was very important, she was involved very early on in civil rights because her father was involved in civil rights.
Right.
And as you're talking about, even in this song, she became, and that Respect became an anthem for
Yep.
women's rights.
Yep.
And so, even though there was about a sexual aspect to Respect, there was a much broader aspect of respect. You better respect me.
Exactly.
I deserve it, and I won't settle for less. And that kind of attitude. And she took that with her her whole life. She was a
Yeah.
real champion for both civil rights and women's rights.
Interestingly enough, this album came with mixed reviews.
Really?
Yeah, it was not
Immediate.
a done deal, in terms of the album, all of the songs that were on the album and such. And yet, she actually um, ended up that it was her first thing with Atlantic. It was her first
Yes,
album with
first
Atlantic.
album. Yeah.
And, because she had done like 8 different records with Columbia, and none of them had been a hit.
Yeah, none of them really took off.
Yeah, and so this was her first top 10 album. I think it ended up like 2 or 3 on Billboard's charts, and the 2 singles were "Respect" and "I Never Loved a Man the Way I Love You." And she got into the top 10 with this song.
Yeah, this is the first time she was able to crack the top 10. Um, also, a lot of credits Jerry Wexler, who was
Yeah.
producing and overseeing, and I'm sure he's what set up the whole Muscles Shoals thing. Anyway, I'm gonna go to Respect, but I got to build up to it.
Oh yeah. Well,
Now,
the
I don't know if this next one, and this was one of my favorites. When it's always perennially one of my favorites, um, and I don't know. I guess it wasn't on the album. Maybe it came afterwards. I thought it was. Uh, it doesn't matter. She had 3 albums within 3 years, so it was in the same time frame. And this is Chain of Fools. I mean,
um, one more thing on "I Never Loved a Man" that
please,
is kind of really poignant is that during the course of the recording of this,
yeah.
her her then husband and the trumpeter got in some sort of fight, and caused a big commotion.
Uh,
And they were recording it in Muscle Shoals on that. And basically, Jerry Wexler and the other producer, what was his name, Rick Hall, or I can't remember. Anyway, they agreed to continue to record, but they ended up doing it at Atlantic in New York, and it's basically bye bye, bub. You're not coming into any of the sessions, and that's how they ended up finishing that record.
yeah, unfortunately, that happens. Uh, we don't see that. We only hear the final product.
Right? It was just like, oh, okay, all right.
Okay, so let's go to Chain of Fools, and then we'll go to Respect. Trying to build an intensity here.